But hopefully
Yeah, hopefully.
this works.
Hopefully. So, whoa, you good?
Yeah. I just had to put the headphones in.
Bro's like fumbling.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright. Now, part 3.
Part 3. See, here's the thing. Do we even...
I don't think we talk about the same topics again.
Because they were so good, though.
They were.
They were fire, but
They're
like,
very good.
It's
but
just... If we talked about it now, it would seem...
I don't want to
very-
feel scripted.
Yeah. And then we have to act surprised when the other person says something. I don't want to do all that. But obviously everything looks different. Lighting, angle, camera itself, the quality of the video,
The battery.
battery. Well,
SIM
they
card.
can't really.
SD card.
Yeah. Everything. Except the actual, what you're looking at is the same.
Yeah.
Just how you're looking at it.
We're
pretty much.
officially 4K.
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 We're officially 4K.
Okay.
So new camera, which
Pretty
means that
good.
we can finally go back to our short form content.
Is this
which
my
is-
water?
Yeah.
Okay, I just don't remember placing it there.
I moved it.
Oh, appreciate it.
But yeah, no, it's good to have this new short form content now because
That's where we got all of our views, bro.
that's what I'm saying. And like with all of like specifically our demographic, they look at more 8-second videos than 53
You saw that
minute videos.
thing I sent you?
Yeah, like the
of the
timings.
times.
Yeah.
So that'll be, we'll definitely use that because that's very important.
Mhm.
Man.
So, Friday night, we left at halftime.
Halftime, we're up 14-0. We're talking about our local high school.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So we're not those alumni where they're like, oh my god, it looked different since it looked the same since I've been here, man. Bro, you graduated 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But
Well, actually, yeah, I would say 2 years ago. 2 graduating classes ago, but really like a year and a half ago.
yeah. But what's it called? We went there because it was homecoming, and it's the first ever homecoming
in
Friday
night.
Friday night.
Yeah.
So
All of ours have been in the Saturday afternoon.
yep, Saturday at 1.
Was it 1?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cause like the parade was at 9.
Yeah, that's right.
So
And
like
it's
yeah.
crazy because they're gonna be in the parade. The football team's gonna be.
They're
in
actually
the
in the parade this year.
parade. Dude, they have such a nice season, except for the record. But
Yeah, it's weird because like all right, so how our school is set up or like how our town is set up is that there's 4 schools
yeah,
and ours is like the central of like
just the original.
right. So in our town or like where our school is,
Yeah.
literally like 2 blocks away is downtown or
Yeah.
our school's literally in downtown.
Yeah. Literally.
So the parade goes on, and then after the parade, you would go to the game.
Yeah.
In our homecoming game, usually at like other high schools, homecoming it's like the biggest game for them. For us, it was like the
Yeah.
smallest, because not a lot of people showed up to our homecoming games.
Well, our senior year, yeah.
Senior year, yeah, well, obviously because our senior year we were good,
Yeah.
but like
That was actually crazy.
yeah,
Like, I don't know, just our class in general was so crazy because like it was like and it was nuts even tonight. So there was like a little alumni section for all the past football players to come and just, chop it up. And like our group, we probably had the largest group like there.
mm-hmm.
And like obviously we played 2 seasons ago, but even like from last like season's team,
Yeah.
like not only like a handful showed up,
Right.
but it was like a lot of like us, like
Mm-hmm.
class of 22, like people that showed up.
Right. Even like our manager showed up too.
Managers, yeah, like it was crazy. And it was super cool because like he said like probably like I don't know, well nobody said any like how many people would be there,
Mhm.
but like it was more than I thought.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, this is crazy. Because then it's like people brought their families.
Yeah.
Because like people around my brother's age are like already having kids and all that. It's like
Right.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I respect what the new head coach is doing. I mean, he's only been on the head coach spot for 3 years, and he's
Yeah.
already increased like
Yeah.
so new helmet decals, new jerseys,
They had that big blow up that they ran.
big
through.
blow up that they ran through. Apparently they had like a bunch of like sparklers that went off when they ran through it,
That's actually
There's, like,
crazy.
smoke.
I wish I saw that.
bro. And then what's it called? They had the new decals, new jerseys that replicated like the 1980s,
Yeah.
90s,
Yeah.
and then
last name on the jersey.
last name on the jerseys. Like there's
What
so much
else?
stuff that he's added.
Probably practice jerseys they got last
Year. Black, like the black jerseys and pants they got last year. Green pants they
Yeah.
got last year.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely are spending their money for sure.
Yeah. But he just increased the tradition. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I think because ever since he started head coaching, he had the 8-1 team,
Mhm.
which was us, and then he had the 5-4 and still went to playoff team, which wasn't a bad team at all.
Back-to-back appearances.
Yeah, and then I mean this season we're struggling a lot, but I mean he's just kind of with this season. I think it's really just building the community pretty much.
Yeah.
Which is what he's doing perfectly. So it was very cool to be out there. Me and my brother were there, so
yeah,
it's like
I was there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Too. But yeah, it was super cool. Super cool.
Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, I did have a new topic we can talk about.
New one?
So the topic we talked about in our previous takes was the Jubilee video with Muslims and ex-Muslims, because it was just outrageous of what they did.
Yeah.
And like how
you guys can't
basically got censored and
you
everything.
guys will never hear that conversation we had because
it was crazy.
The recording ended halfway.
Yeah, but it was just crazy though, because like anytime like the Muslims said something crazy, they would just censor it.
Yeah.
But like, do you remember when I was talking about like Sneako, n3on, and all them?
Yeah.
I did want to bring up n3on because now there's a new thing circulating around him.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of clips about him being like, was it like dating or like just hanging out with that Alexis
with the OF girl.
The OF girl.
Sam?
She made like Sam. She made like over 100K ever since like hanging out with him.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. It's literally I literally have that
chasing,
in my notes.
That's what it was.
I literally put talk about Sam and n3on.
Yeah. So she's a very pretty girl, I'm gonna be honest. But like literally says talk about n3on and Sam. That's crazy. But I mean she's a nice
I mean,
person.
I feel like she was very genuine.
Yeah. And then n3on's just n3on.
n3on is just n3on, bro. Like,
do you like n3on or
no?
You think he's annoying?
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. He how old is he?
He's around our age. He might be, I don't know, a year younger, a year or two older.
It's weird to think about that. Like I don't know if he puts up a front.
I think
with like how he talks.
I think it's a character. There was one. Let's see. He's our age, bro. He's 19.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's actually wild. But
that's crazy.
There was a clip before, like you go on. There was a clip of him I saw. You know who Brecky Hall is? Or Brecky Hill?
Brecky Hill, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So pretty much she's like an OnlyFans girl, obviously.
Okay.
But it was like her and n3on sitting next to each other, and he was, what was it? He said some like comment and it got her attention.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I had like a 4.0 GPA. I
Oh, I remember this.
I was offered, something in like a top 20 school in the nation or whatever. Like, and then he's like, yeah, so how do you go from that to like just putting your nudes out there on OnlyFans? Like, how do you do that? Yeah. I'm like, bro, I'm so on n3on's side with that. It's like, how do you throw your whole life away for that?
I mean, I get like the n3on, like the stuff that he says, but he's very like, I mean, Aiden Ross was explaining this too. He's like, bro, he's just very soft.
What do you mean soft?
So like, I don't know if you saw, but like him and Sam, like, so like every single time he'll say something, so like he'll be like, all right, come sit down. So then like she'll be sitting right next to him, and then she'll start like patting her on the back, and then he's like,
oh, he's like nervous and stuff.
And he's like, I wanted to apologize for being mean or whatever. And then she's like, well, you weren't being mean. You were just being a jerk or something like that. And then he's just like, it's okay. And then he's just very awkward and like he's soft, if that makes sense. Like he gives off those unfortunate vibes.
Unfortunate vibes.
It's like, it's more of like, as a brown man and myself.
Yeah.
He cannot be representing us.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
And he's just like,
I just see, I know him as like just like the loudmouth, like he'll say whatever he wants to your face type of person.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's different with the ladies though.
But yeah, no, because like after that, right? She's like, and then like they're just sitting there, and he's just like keeps petting her. He's just patting her.
So what are they even doing? Are they like in some like content house or something? Or
they're in Vegas right now. Like Vegas? they're just on a trip to Vegas.
Okay.
But there's because bro, my whole TikTok was just filled with n3on and Sam clips.
Really?
From this, because the stream was that long.
Huh.
And so basically, he's like, they're at like this house, right? And then they're in the hot tub. And then he splashes her, and she's like, "No, I'm getting out. He's like, "I'm sorry." And then like he's also wearing, and then he comes in, right? And like he gets in the hot tub. And she's like, "Why are you wearing a shirt?" He's like, "I feel uncomfortable without it on." It's like, bro, he's just a very awkward like character, if that's what it is.
That is, yeah. That would. I don't know.
I really hope it's a character.
I hope it is too, but even then, it's like, why would you ever put a character on? Like, just be you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but here's the thing too, right? He always says he's Muslim, but like he does this
like on Muslim things.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying, like, if
Pointing
you're
it
gonna
out.
put your name out there and say that you're Muslim, you should try to at least try to put up a front. I would say, like, on
Yeah.
camera.
Right.
And then if you want to do this stuff by yourself, it's better to do it private than public.
Right.
But private sins are, it's better if you're gonna sin privately than publicly. If that makes
Yeah.
sense. So I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
very disappointed.
Yeah. I get that. He's. I don't know. I don't want to say like all that stuff's funny,
Hmm.
but they're.
It's obnoxious. It's funny sometimes.
Yeah. Like.
It's funny at certain times.
Yeah. It's not. It's like I remember I saw a clip of them where they went to like that one restaurant where like the people are like,
Oh, like,
mean to
oh
you.
yeah, and then
What is
Sam
it,
got on
Dick's
that.
or something.
Yeah.
Like that Dick's place,
Mhm.
and then like some lady was what was it? They were just like it was funny because n3on was like talking back to them,
Mhm.
like just like being in like a hole back,
Yeah.
and it just made it a little bit more funnier. And then like the waitress called Sam a hooker,
Yeah.
and then he like n3on was like. She was like, "What did you just call me?" And Sam's like, "She called you a hooker." It was funny, like, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, what do you want to drink, hooker?" He just kept calling
Like, no,
Sam
he's
a
actually
hooker.
funny.
Yeah, he could be funny for sure, but
Mhm.
it's like in times where he's just being a little baby, it's
Yeah.
like, all right,
Then
bro,
I'm like, because
come on.
there's
man.
also like the little TJ part, bro. They're in like the limo or like the Uber,
Yeah,
and you just see Sneako like sitting on the side like this, and he's like thinking, he's like, bro, why am I here?
yeah,
He's just like sitting on the side like this in the Uber,
yeah.
and then like the camera pans to n3on and Sam, and he's like, hey, can I choose a song? He's like, yeah, sure. He puts on Lil TJ. I forgot the name of the song, but like he puts his arm around her and he's just like, and then Sam's like, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I just like this song.
just getting all sad or something.
And then like you just see Sneako like looking into like
Yeah.
in the window, and then Sam just like I mean
That's
Sam.
crazy.
I feel like Sam thinks that he's like a Make a Wish.
He is a make a wish.
Like I think Sam thinks that n3on's a Make a Wish,
He's
and
a
she's just
Muslim
like
from Wish.com.
literally, bro. I mean,
Have you
it's-
seen the clip with Sneako like acting like, "Why am I here?" with the Fousey tube in the car?
no.
And Fousey tube's like, "Hit me, Sneako." I'm
Oh
telling you
yeah,
to
yeah,
hit
yeah,
me."
yeah, yeah.
And then he like hits himself. He's like, "Why would you let me hit me?" or something like that. I'm like, bro.
No, he's
what?"
like Sneako, grab my hand,
Oh,
grab my
yeah.
hand. I'm gonna hit myself. Hey, grab my
Yeah,
hand. And he says,
That's what it was.
why did you do that?
Yeah.
And then Sneako's like, bro, why
Sneaker's
am I
just
here?
like, bro, why are you like
Yeah.
that? That whole like.
I'm
that-
sad that Sneako became friends with them.
Yeah, it was like just that whole like I don't know what you would call that, but that part of like the internet, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of like those like that kind of group of people, like those people specifically, but like anybody like around like that. I don't even know what you would call that. Just like content part of like
Mhm.
the internet.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's just so like stupid.
Yeah, I think
I don't
so
like
too.
it at all. They have funny clips, like if
Mhm.
I watch, but like I would never watch like a stream. I'd never watch like a
Right.
full YouTube video.
So,
Any
what's
of
it
that.
called? If you were in Sneako's position, like, or like n3on's position, I'll excuse Sneako's position, right? He's on Rumble. He makes a lot of money. He goes to Vegas house, right?
Yeah.
How would you conduct yourself?
I mean, I don't even know. I mean, I would just, cause who's there? Like it's,
I mean, what they did is that basically they just kept having a bunch of parties, and like they would go to different parties, have
Yeah, I
different
don't-
women around, stuff
I
like
don't
that.
think he's a true Muslim. Man.
I mean,
Do
I'm
you-
not here to say that. I'm just saying, like,
I mean, neither am I. I
Yeah,
take back what I
right.
said, but like, I would just conduct myself like
how
as-
you do now.
Yeah,
right?
like you would just like what changes if you're gonna say all this stuff online with like yada 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 this yada 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 that
Mm-hmm.
and like standing up and doing all this and
Right.
then it's like you go to a party and you kind of like if you don't do what you believe then it's like what did any of that mean
It's just
before?
hypocrisy.
Right, literally.
But so I mean, I get, cause I mean, n3on's still young. He's our age, so I get like he probably never had women around him. If that makes sense.
Nah, he's definitely a virgin. I mean,
Well,
he's Muslim. I hope he is.
definitely is. But I'm just saying, like, he gives off that vibe.
Yeah, he definitely like like if you ask like you don't even have to ask him if
Mhm.
he is, you know. What I mean?
No, it's like no, it's just more of the fact that like I get why he's kind of in that stage right now.
Yeah.
Because he just never had women give him attention, if that makes sense.
Also that, but it's also the level and the status of the women he's around
Right.
too. It's
It's
how-
crazy to think that like
how like is a kid like n3on like
Mhm.
gonna react to Skybury or
Yeah,
like
right.
Brecky Hill or
Mhm.
You know what
Sam,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Sam, like just like that level of woman in the world is
Right.
like it's gonna be
Isn't
very
that
strange for him.
isn't that crazy to think about that they're considered high value women?
They're not,
Like, isn't that
and
crazy to
that's
think
what's
about?
messed up, bro. Is that they
Yeah.
are,
They're considered high value women.
but there will never be.
Mhm.
No.
So basically, Sky Bree, what's her name? Brecky Hill,
Yeah, Brecky. Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Sam something.
Sam.
I don't know. I
I've
don't know her
never
full
heard
name.
of that girl.
Yeah,
ever.
but so all three of them are basically just really big on OnlyFans,
Yeah.
and yeah, and everyone probably knows what OnlyFans is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're known for that, and they're considered high value women because they make money. Like they make a lot of money.
That's the thing about like who you consider a high value person is like it's not just that if they make money, but
Mhm.
it's like one, it's how they make money
Right.
and how they conduct themselves.
Mhm.
Like you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's like if I don't even know how to say it, but like
David Beckham's a high value man. For
yeah,
example.
like David Beckham, like I mean I'll say it like Andrew Tate.
Andrew
You
Tate.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the way he makes his money, like he's rich, like he stands up for men, and then it's like you have Jay Waller or Weller, Jay Waller, I
Something
think.
like that.
Yeah, and then you have just like so many other people, but it's like you have these girls that are rich, and then they just sell their body for money,
Mhm.
and they're rich and they're considered
Yeah.
high value, but it's like no, it's not.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just like it really shows where society's at, where who we consider high value.
There can be arguments towards like it's still hard working because they still put their like physical body like to a test, but
I'll never agree with that.
I mean
Making a business deal is so much harder than taking off your clothes.
that is so true. That's true.
Like,
But I mean I get what they're trying to say is that they're putting their humility and
but why would you ever do that?
I know that's what I'm saying.
Why would you?
I know
ever
that's what I'm
do
saying.
that?
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here.
I get it.
So
but
like
it's like, but it's
yeah.
also like, say Brecky Hill, who
Mhm.
says she said she's like 4.0 GPA,
4.0
like,
GPA.
super smart girl.
She got into like
I'm
an Ivy
like-
League or whatever.
Yeah, like how can you go from like, how do you have that kind of brain,
Mm-hmm.
like such a smart, intelligent brain, and then you just instantly throw it away?
It's a I hate to say it's a smart business decision, but it's terrible
That's like if you want to literally get rich quick, that's literally the way to get.
if
rich
you're
quick.
if you're a girl, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to have some like not an OnlyFans girl, but like I would love to have some type of girl on our podcast and talk to them about it, see their opinion.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact that I need to see how what their thought process is and how they've like me personally, I know you personally would never do it. Make an OnlyFans. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe
I would never.
Well, here's the thing, because OnlyFans has a rap with like girls posting
Explicit
their
content.
Yeah, explicit content.
But you can put anything on there.
But
It's like
literally,
Patreon.
like if you think about it, it's just Patreon. Like
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like if you had Tinder.
Right.
For like hooking up with girls, but then it's like you have another dating app for like actually meeting a girl to date and
Right.
Hopefully marry. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's like you have Patreon where it's like I would say that's more professional.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have that you pay monthly to get more content.
Yeah.
But then OnlyFans is just like that explicit. It has that rap, but really it's like if we open up an OnlyFans, we can post
Whatever we want.
Yeah, like
Right.
like another like added episodes on. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, I mean, it just has that rap, but really it's not. And didn't they even change it too, where it was like it's just one-time purchases now, or
Is it one-time purchases now? I thought it was like monthly subscriptions still.
That's how it was, but then I heard something about it being just one-time purchases, but I don't know if that went through or not. And I remember when that was like released or like when it was rumored, everybody's making memes about it. There's like, oh, all these OnlyFans girls are gonna start working at McDonald's and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think about that they're making such a big investment on, I would say, not even that big of a platform.
OnlyFans and like that.
Because think about it, they put their whole life on the line, basically, their whole career on the line, by doing this. Think about it like this, right?
Yeah.
The only type of education, for the most part, I mean, I'm talking to more about the standard, is the only type of actual education they have is high school diploma. What can you really do with a high school diploma?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think what would end up happening if, like, let's say OnlyFans like becomes like the new Kick, where it dies off,
Yeah.
they'd probably become content creators like on YouTube or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's I don't know. That stuff that just boggles my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you just do that
Yeah.
to yourself and to your family?
That's actually, I've never thought of it like that. I mean, you have literally your mom and your dad
Yeah.
can look at that stuff,
Yeah.
can buy it,
Yeah.
and you promote it to your parents too. It's
Literally.
crazy.
Well, you probably don't.
You
Promote
don't
to your
promote it,
parents,
but they can see it.
but they'll know.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
oh, how'd you make 100K in a month? And you were just working at McDonald's last week.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
It's crazy.
yeah.
Like how Sam made 100K in a day.
Yeah, from being with Neon.
But she said it wasn't true on the phone. But I don't know if she knew that it was gonna
She
be on
probably
stream or not.
has. Come on now.
Yeah. I
Come
mean,
on now.
I think she did.
Maybe
Yeah.
it wasn't for clout chasing, but maybe that's just what it happens when you just start talking to Neon. But
100K a day. 100K a day is crazy though.
that's insane. That's just stupid.
That's like 3.6 billion dollars, I think.
0.6 billion.
I think it's 3.6 billion. It might be, yeah, cuz yeah, let's double check my math, but I'm pretty sure
Or-
it's billion.
I don't know what the math on that is. Something like that.
So
Something like
100K
that. Or 3.6
times-
million.
365.
Or 36 million.
36 million. Yeah, 36 million dollars.
But she's not making that a day. I think that's just what she increased monthly.
Yeah.
So,
But that would be crazy cuz you're making 30
even
if you're
then,
making,
bro.
if you're making 36 million untaxed, it's 100K a day.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, but I mean, that was 100K probably for the month that or added on for that month, unless
Mhm.
it's gonna be reoccurring. But
100K a month,
just
that's what?
100K a month is
1.2.
yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I mean, if I can make 100K, 200K a year, it's great.
Yeah.
But, I don't know what I do with 1.2 million a year. It's hard to think about. I wouldn't be here.
For sure.
We definitely have like a mansion.
Yeah.
Use that mansion as our studio.
Just whatever room we feel like it.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Having bathrooms bigger than the size of this room.
Bro, it would be crazy.
That'd be so crazy.
Because, like, think about it. If both of us made 1.2,
Yeah.
that would be 2.4. We can afford like an $8 million house. Wow.
Let's do the math. All right, let's do it.
Hold on.
Hold up.
But
Man, I hope this camera doesn't die, bro. We're at 22 minutes.
I'm getting kind of scared.
Me too. I have a little bit more faith in the fan blowing. That's the thing, guys. Like, we literally have a fan to the right of the camera.
And
that's
it's literally blowing at the
at
camera.
the highest, speed it can be and just blowing at the camera. Therefore, hopefully it just doesn't overheat.
Mhm.
And do we have the high setting on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it on the high setting.
So we have it on the high setting, so it allows the camera to get even hotter, so it can record longer. And hopefully it just blows it all away.
It was okay. So back to the high school thing. It was weird seeing like the people I haven't seen in a while. You see, you know what I'm talking about?
I would say, yeah, certain people for sure.
Because
but
like I was so used to seeing them every day and then not seeing them at all, and then I see
Yeah.
them again. I'm like, hold on.
there was definitely, there's probably like a handful of people that I was pretty not surprised about seeing, but like you just kind of are in shock because you haven't seen them in a long time.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember one of the linemen, Ginger Man,
Ginger man.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in so long.
Yeah.
And we was chopping it up a lot.
It's good to
so-
see he's doing well.
Yeah, for sure. I did not expect him to be in the EMT.
EMT business.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
He's a tech EMT. He has really high qualifications for whatever he does.
Yeah, that's awesome.
When he was at the hospital, I got what's it called? Apparently he was there too that day.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, the day I got admitted,
Imagine bumping heads with him there.
bro. Because
Like, who is it?
like what are the odds?
Yeah.
Because he does transport, and he's like, oh yeah, what day did you come in? And I was like, oh, it was like sometime late August. He's like, yeah, I was definitely working that time, but he's like, what time did you get transported? I said like 2 a.m. He's like, okay, I didn't work then.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Who else? There's a bunch of other people just chopping it up with.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got those college guys in there, but they just never went to our school.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I know. They did that like 3 times already.
Yeah, I know. That's so funny.
They're like, oh yeah, we're alums.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. It was great. That's like cool though.
Mm-hmm.
Just all those other people. Like you can kind of tell who was there and who hasn't, like
I'm not gonna lie, I'm mad that we never did this my senior year.
what, just have all the other alums.
Yeah, like that alumni network that they have.
Yeah.
Not even that, having a Friday night homecoming game.
Yeah. And be like, I think it'd be so cool. Dude. I miss high school, man. I miss senior year, dude. This is like thinking about how I wish it was. It makes me like miss it more.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if we had a Friday night game, bro, just imagine just like waking up, just to like some crispy cold air, bro, and you're like walking in the parade, dude.
Yep. Knowing that you don't have to play a game 20 minutes later.
Yeah, bro.
Specifically, like, because I remember our starting linebacker at the time and our starting quarterback, and our starting. I think okay, so our starting quarterback, starting tackle, and our starting linebacker, all three of them were in the homecoming court.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to basically wake up earlier.
Oh my god, I remember that.
And like instead of watching film like how we usually do, like we would have
Yeah.
like a quick film session before
Yeah.
the game, and then we would do that rollout session where we
Yeah.
roll out, turn off the lights,
Yeah.
you know, get into the zone basically.
Yeah.
So they missed that whole part, and then they would show up just to get dressed and then play.
Yeah.
So
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was it, like 2 players?
3.
3 players? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's insane. They gotta like act all happy and smiley and then just instantly just like want to hurt somebody.
That's what I'm saying.
I
couldn't
couldn't do that.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Thank God I wasn't that popular to become
Yeah.
homecoming court.
I'm so happy I wasn't like popular for sure.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it did suck when I was in high school not being the popular kid.
I guess. I mean, I'm sure there's a point in.
At that point, yeah, but now to think back on it or like
Yeah.
reflect on it, I honestly
Yeah.
it wasn't the end of the world.
And it's crazy to think of like who was popular and who was the cool kids. Now they're just like that's when they peaked.
Now that you think about it, now everyone's just a regular Joe.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is crazy, bro.
It's weird.
We're just all gonna turn into our parents.
Oh my God, bro, we're closer.
People are gonna be like states away or like still in this town.
Yeah, and then like you're gonna have like that 10-year reunion. And you're gonna see everybody. You're
Like
like,
the 20 year, 30 year, 40 year.
oh, bro.
Are you going to those or no?
I don't know. That's a great question.
You
I
you'd
think
go
so.
to those?
I would. Just because like there's so many people. Bro, your dogs are going crazy.
I know my dogs are barking. It's
But
annoying.
there's so many people that were like, man, are you sure you want to be a doctor and all that? Like I'm gonna pull up like as a doctor 10
Mhm.
years. They're gonna be like, oh my God, it's Dr. Zadie. Oh my,
Please help me, please.
please. And I'll be like, no.
My dad was talking to me about his high school reunions
Mhm.
with his school,
Yeah.
and how he described his class was very competitive, like intellectually.
Yeah.
So everybody was always trying to was always competing to who could go to the best college, have the best job, like have the best career, and like who could just be like the smartest. You know what I'm saying? And I remember he was explaining to me like the high school reunions, and he was
Mhm.
just like. He's like, yeah, like at your 10th year, you're probably going to talk about, you know, your job or your career. And then your 20th, you're going to talk about like your family and stuff. And then at your 30th, you're going to hear about who's divorced and
Oh my God.
all that stuff. And then
40s when you're gonna start hearing about people dying, probably.
probably, I mean,
Is it 40 or 50? Because
probably, well, when you're 50, you're like almost 70.
yeah. So yeah, 50.
So, yeah. So like, so he said like at his 30th, you'll hear people about like how people are divorced and even some people like hitting on other classmates and stuff.
Wow.
And like he said like that's happened, or he's like assumed that's happened
Mhm.
at some of his reunions.
Yeah.
And then he says, yeah, like your 40th, 50th, and like 60th, you just see like the crowd just like getting smaller and smaller and smaller,
Yeah.
which is so sad to think about, but it's like
Mhm.
it's what it is, you know.
Yeah.
And I remember he was at one of the, it was actually crazy. He was at one of the reunions. I forgot which one, but he was like kind of hosting it.
Yeah.
So he had to be there the whole time. And they were handing out awards and stuff. And then I forgot what the award. It was like Gray Fox Award or something like that. It was like, I don't know, Gray Fox, something like that. He thought it was because of like his hair color. 'Cause it was like white.
Yeah.
And then some like classmate he was talking to said like, no, like that was award for like the best looking guy. And it was funny because he was like talking to like one of his Wilco classes.
Yeah.
And like some student made a joke, well, like, oh, you still have gray hair, or still have white hair, and it
Yeah.
made him laugh and all that. So it was just funny because it's like they hand out awards.
They
even,
still
like,
hand out
then.
awards, yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, how do they do reunions? Do they have like a banquet hall, or is it like at the high school,
It's
or
at.
what?
I'm pretty sure it's at the high school. I think they had it like at my in the cafeteria. Or
Is it like the
something.
alumni tea thing?
Huh?
Is it like the alumni tea thing at homecoming, or is it like?
I don't know. I
Oh.
have no idea. I just know like there was one time because I guess where my dad went to high school, like their football team's atrocious. So
Mm.
one of the games they had like alumni people come.
I thought your dad went to Central.
No.
No.
Nah, he went to high school up north,
Uh,
Maine East. So.
oh, he did?
hmm
Oh, okay.
And what was it? Yeah, he said like their football team was just atrocious, and he was like getting all mad during the game, and I was like, well, it is what it is. So.
Yeah.
But we're at 30 minutes. Camera's not cut out.
All right.
We're kind of taking this episode just like minute by minute, honestly.
So please
because-
bear with us this week
Yeah.
because this is it's kind of be like how our first episode went, like episode 1.
Yeah.
So, I'll say episode 1 because 1, we got a new camera. And then this is like our
Yeah.
4th take.
Yeah. Third take.
Yeah. So just bear with us. We have no topic at this point.
Pretty much, yeah. We're just really freeballing. We have no topic to where we're talking to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it
It's just
is.
basically, it might even be a shorter episode too, I'm not going to lie, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But we need to record up to 50 just to see if it can.
Mm-hmm. At least a 50-minute recording would be good, but we'll
Yeah.
kind of push it a little bit if we really are trying to risk it.
Yeah.
But what else?
I mean.
Shawty's coming to town
Yep.
Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be nice.
How long is she coming for?
6 days.
6 days. We would love to have her on the podcast. She wants to be on.
That'd be dope. I think she wants to. She says she wants to, and I think when the time comes, she's like, "Oh no, never mind." Which is crazy.
We can have her and her friend on because they
when
both.
she's here, bro. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna be recording while she's here.
Yeah.
Or I'll just like kick her out of the house. While
Get
we're-
out!
Get out!
Get out!
Nah, I wouldn't kick her out, but yeah.
But no, I think it would be fun to have both, like, cause her and her friend always been like bugging us to get on.
Yeah, like, why don't you have us on? This and that. And then it'll be like, oh, I don't even want to be on anymore.
All right,
Man,
then my fault.
it's
My
like,
fault.
man, you camera shy.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
So would we have room for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1, 2. They would just talk on that one mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Share the mic.
Share the mic.
And no headset on. Yeah. that'd be
But yeah,
funny.
no, it would be fun because it would be a nice like little debating.
What were we even debate about? Me and my girl were talking about where we want to move into in the future, or like not like me and her, but like where
would you want to move?
like me and her, but like where we kind of just would rather live in the future. Because
Okay.
I'm like, bro, it's either I'm staying here but moving to like a nicer area, like
Mhm.
like up north by like Naperville and
Yeah.
stuff, or
Completely out of the state.
or like Texas or Florida.
Ooh.
But maybe not Florida because there's some crazies down there. So
But
it
also
depends on
Texas is the new California too, so watch it. Like watch out
I
in
mean,
certain areas.
yeah, cause it is still a little cheaper,
Mhm.
but like the prices have been going up, but it's still cheap.
They're making a Universal in Frisco, I think.
For real?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Kelly's never gonna be a place I want to move to,
hmm
unless I'm getting paid like just stupid money for my job and I have to live out there.
And you still get taxed 50% of your income.
yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
That should be illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Texas is just such a nice place.
hmm
Like I've never been there. I just know it's a nice place.
No, bro. If you go, you have to go to Dallas.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, we should take like a trip to Dallas.
I'm down, bro.
And it's like, I don't know, everything. Like, don't you like how when we go from like here to Naperville or like here to Aurora, and it's just like
Yeah.
you take one highway, not even a highway, it's just like a regular road.
Yeah.
There, everything's a freeway, no matter
Yeah.
where you're going. Like, let's say you go to the Colony,
Mm-hmm.
you go from like downtown Dallas to the Colony, then you go to like the Colony to like suburban Frisco, then you go to like downtown or like the Star, which is like where the Cowboys practice.
Yeah,
Everything is connected by a freeway, and you just take freeways
Uh-huh.
everywhere.
that's crazy.
There's no like side streets or like frontage roads and stuff like that.
Oh, that's nuts. That's how it
Yeah.
is where my girl lives, cause she, her town, like I guess in the '90s, early 2000s, like our town had like a big boom of
Mhm.
population.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what her town's going through. So like I remember I would visit her, and they'd be like, "Let's go to Dunkin'." I was like, "All right, cool. Let's
Alright,
get some
take the highway.
donuts and yeah, literally, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go to Dunkin' or get some donuts and coffee." You know.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, and then they get on the highway. I'm like, "Where are we going?" They're like, "We're going to Dunkin'."
Yeah, bro.
I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
bro, you gotta get on the highway. Like that's
it's something.
crazy.
Yeah, it's something you have to get used to, but
Yeah.
it's
'Cause
it's
I don't mind being
faster.
on the highway, but it's weird because it's like it almost seems like it takes longer to get there,
hmm
but really doesn't.
It's also I personally think like this new highway system that like Dallas is doing, it's a lot better because like less traffic.
Yeah, that's true. But also, I mean, if they also do construction on it,
Oh, bro. Oh
then
my
it's
god.
gonna be
Or like
and-
if there's an accident, bro. Oh my god.
yeah. Ooh, I think we've pretty much recorded longer than we have last time.
Yeah. Don't say nothing yet.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
But so you said either you're gonna stay here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you said either Florida or Texas, but more towards Texas than Florida.
Yeah, Florida. Yeah, Florida's kind of just like, all right, let's just throw it on there,
Mhm.
kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Like, let's add a third option for top
Mhm.
three. But Texas, I mean, I don't know. I just like the laws there. You know, they're just more in favor of
Yeah.
my views.
All right. I know you're still young,
Yeah.
but do you know what you want to do with your career yet?
No.
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 I get it.
No.
But do you know any like? Do you have any idea?
No.
Oh, no. Like nothing.
I think like last resort, cause like I'm a porter right now.
Mm-hmm.
So what my company knows about me is that I want to be a tech, and that's what I've told them. Like, yeah, I want to be a tech, but like that's good money. But
is it like career money or is it like?
Here's the thing: it's like it can be, but it's almost like so it's commission based.
Oh,
which a lot of people are like, oh, that's good money. Then like you just bill up
you
whatever you want.
No.
But like
it's very
like it's like first come first serve.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so for like how it works for us is so we have like our location, and then there's like a sales guy, you know, for that location to give our location business to dealerships in that area.
Right.
So that we bring in business and we pretty much bring business to our techs, so techs can pretty much make a living.
Mm-hmm.
And say I get like, you know, like if I handle like, you know, say I have to handle like retail customers who want to come in and just get estimates.
Yeah.
But I also work with like 2 or 3 or even up to 4 like other dealerships.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like, okay, like I have as much dealerships as everybody else, maybe even 1 or 2 more than some of the other techs,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't give me cars.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get it.
Then there could be somebody with only 1 or 2 dealerships, but
Right.
they just hand feed you. They force feed you cars.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, to fix up,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like you can have as many, you know, you can have as you call them accounts.
Mm-hmm.
You can have like as many accounts as you want, but it's like how many cars, like, you know what I'm saying? It's really like up to that business to really just send out the cars. And I mean, we like for the porter job, we definitely have like 2 big locations. You know, it's a Toyota dealership and a like a Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep and
Wrangler. Oh no, Jeep is Wrangler.
just like, you know, like just that grouping of.
Is it in Addison?
Huh?
Is that in Addison or Downers Grove? That
Naperville.
dealership? Oh,
They're
it's in
both
Naperville. Okay, never mind.
But pretty much, like those are like our biggest 2 like accounts. Like they just hand feed us cars. It's
Okay.
insane. Like we'll literally get a list
Mhm.
from one of the techs. Like, yeah, pick up these 14 cars.
Oh my god.
Like 14 cars. Like it's
Jeez.
crazy. We've had that before, and it's like other places where it's like there every like once every couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like like how I saw it. Somebody was like, you know, somebody's telling me, he's like, yeah, like this person made $300,000, but it's like, here's the thing, you bill out, and you know you give a bill to a dealership, but
Mhm.
you only make a percentage of that.
Right.
So it's like, if you make 30 to 40%,
You have to make and the
you bill
dealership
out,
a lot of money.
yeah, and you make like, and you say you bill out $300,000, like how
Mhm.
much you actually making, and like
Let's do the math.
Yeah, do the math. Because one of the techs I was talking to, he was like, he said,
You said 30%, 40%?
let's do 35, cut it
Right.
in half.
35. So they make 105.
105.
Mm-hmm. So out of that 300K, so all that hard work that they did for 300K, in reality, they're making 105.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And then one of the techs I was talking to, he was like, yeah, I billed out like over $250,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. And I did the math, and he made less than 100K in a year.
Yeah.
So it's like, is it really?
I know.
It's not a career job.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good job to have for like a few years to learn the skill.
Right.
I've even like told people, it's like yeah, like I'm doing this, I plan to be a tech, this and that, and then
Mm-hmm.
pretty much I plan to get experience and then do my own thing on it, because really I can bill it out, but the money goes to me, you know what I'm saying?
So do you think you're going to stay in the car business?
Here's the thing, my dad has definitely talked to me about it,
Mm-hmm.
and he says it has its ways of just sucking you in,
Right.
and it's like pretty hard to get out. Not obviously I could just hand in my 2 weeks and not be there anymore, but it's
Yeah.
like how things go and how questions are asked inside that whole industry, it's like oh, can you really get out,
Right.
So it's obviously nothing's like, there's not a knife to my throat saying stay in, but it's like,
it kind of is metaphorically.
yeah, it kind of is metaphorically, because everybody's role, even like just me as a porter, like if I left for some reason, like it'd be insanely hard for that shop to operate.
Okay.
'Cause it'd be two guys.
Yep.
And if I have to take a car to a place and then somebody has to follow me to pick me up, imagine just doing just one ways all the time.
Yeah.
Or you have swaps. So it's like,
Yeah, like when I was working as a porter, it was all swaps.
yeah. And then that's just the unfortunate thing. It's just like, it's like, yeah, somebody, you could bill out $300,000 and it sounds like you're making all that money, but that's what you're billing out. That's not the commission you make. If that was the commission you make, hell yeah, I'd be dying. I'd be trying to get a tech, yeah. But it's like, it's not what it really seems to be. And I feel like, I don't know, I just have like a kind of a just different view of money than other people. Like, I'm not, like, $100,000 isn't small change. That's not chump change. That's good money, but it's like,
it's I think 30 to 40% higher than the national average.
Yeah, right. But think about
in today's economy, what can you get with 100,000?
That exactly.
Yeah.
Like my mom makes $100,000, and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if we made $200,000, we can have. You know what I'm saying? Like, $100,000 a year isn't bad, but think about when everything raises when we're older.
I think of 150 as the new 100,000.
I would say 200.
200?
I'd say 200.
Well, by the time we're at that age, yeah, 200.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because it's like right now, in this day and age today, we could say $100,000 a year isn't bad, but nobody our age is making $100,000 a year.
Right.
Which it's because it sounds like a lot to us. You know what I'm saying? But
we just haven't seen that type of money.
Exactly. So once we actually make that money, we're gonna realize, oh, we can't go out this week. Like,
you're basically working paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, literally, that's all it is. And that's what I don't want to do.
Right.
I kind of set myself higher to make more than like 150 a year.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to. I would say like 200, 250 is like my $100,000.
Yeah.
Personally.
That makes sense. Because like everyone's dream is to make six figures.
I already drank on my water. I'm like,
I know.
looking for my water bottle. I'm like, I already drank it all.
Yeah. Everyone's dream is to make six figures.
Yeah.
But like if you think of six figures, it's really not that much.
Yeah.
In today's economy.
Yeah, $100,000. Honestly, like, even when you go to, like, if you're making $200K a year, but you live in a very cheap place, you're, like, rich almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because, I mean, you're splurging on other things than a house. Yeah. But I think, personally, I'd rather splurge all my money on a house than anything. Just I'm more of a family-orientated person.
Oh, for sure. Me too.
So,
yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't care to buy expensive things.
One thing my dad always taught me, and, like, one thing I've learned from him is that no matter what, how much money you make, the end of the day, 95 to 100% of your income should go towards your family.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be anywhere else.
For sure. I mean, you should really only buy, like, yourself clothes when you need it.
Exactly.
You should only buy yourself things when you need them for you. You know what I'm saying?
For them, like, your job is to spoil them.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Yeah.
And, like, I was going to say something, and I totally forgot.
I apologize.
No, you're good, bro.
But you were talking
43 minutes.
You were talking about being a porter, then working up to a tech, and then you're talking about billing. If you bill, you only make 30-40%.
Yeah.
What else were you talking about to help you catch your train of thought?
Yeah.
We were talking about how 100K is really not that much. You want to make around 150 to more, 150 plus.
Bro, starting from the beginning of time.
Yeah.
So yeah, God created the heaven and earth.
Basically.
Heaven and the earth.
Yep.
And but it's just, I don't know. And here's also the other thing that I've heard: they send you to St. Louis for like 2 weeks to learn, and then I heard
like training.
Yeah, and then I hear from techs like, oh yeah, they really don't teach you anything.
Oh.
So it's like,
so you go to St. Louis for nothing,
like,
basically.
So let me get this straight. You're gonna pretty much half pay my trip, because here's the other thing: they only half pay it.
Wow, that sucks.
So I have to pay, I think, for gas or food. I think it's food.
Okay.
But they cover like hotel and gas or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, even then, it's like, I don't even want to go if I have to buy myself shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm there for 2 weeks,
mm-hmm.
and then what techs have said is like, oh, they don't really teach you anything down there.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, so I'm pretty much, let's say, half being taught how to do the basics of doing this craft.
Right.
And then I'm coming back, and then I'm gonna be pretty much bad at this and work my expertise up in this craft for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm only gonna get paid so money.
Right.
Like I can bill out as much as I want to, but I'm only gonna.
You're only making like 30% commission.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, is it really worth it for a career?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. And even my dad has told me, he's like, yeah, like this is a big boy job, but it's not.
It's a somewhat big boy job.
Yeah, it's like for me personally, this is like a good job to really save up.
Yep.
And then really just put into something that I really want to do.
Yep. That makes sense.
Whether it's real estate, because I don't.
It's good. It's good. It's good experience.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't care if I'm living in my parents' house till I'm age 35.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm working this job and I'm buying myself like real estate properties
Yep.
and getting a monthly income, bro, like, bro, I don't care. I'll buy my first house at 40.
I'm more on the other side on this.
All right, not 40, but like
Yeah, I get what
30,
you're saying. I get what you're
30.
saying. I get what you're saying. But I'm more on the other side of it because I don't know. It's just more of a culture thing.
Yeah,
Like my culture, it's basically like get married, have a family,
yeah,
and then like. But I would say my family goes against the culture because like in my culture, you're supposed to get married like as soon as possible,
yeah,
and then like then you just get like a regular dealership job. You start selling
Yeah.
cars, make commission off of that,
yeah.
or then you basically work a desk job, make somewhat decent money, and that's the American dream for them.
Yeah,
But my parents are like, no, that's not how it's gonna work.
yeah,
You're gonna get they're big on education,
yeah,
so like you have to get your education first, then you're gonna get paid, then you
Yeah.
have to, then you can get married.
yeah,
So I'm more of like, I want to get out of the house as soon as possible just to get my life, just to get the ball rolling in my life.
right.
But when you think about it, I'm really not gonna live by myself until I'm 28 because
Yeah.
that's when my residency will be starting. So
Yeah.
that's crazy to think about.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like my parents, they kind of want to move to a smaller house just because it's them two and me.
Yeah.
After my brother, has moved out, and I'm just like, bro, just like put this house in my name, bro. I'll rent it
Yeah.
out. I don't care.
Right.
Literally. Oh my god, we're at
47. 47. Okay, so we can talk for about 10 more minutes
Yeah.
just to see if it can withstand it.
I don't know, man. It seems to be working pretty well.
Shut up. We still got 10 minutes.
All right.
Yeah. But all right. So yeah, bro. I mean, I finally went back to work today. First day back.
Yeah, I thought you were. Oh shoot! I thought you were done, but that's obviously because you're in football.
Yeah. No, it's weird because like that's the one thing I really do like about my job is that it's a small clinic.
Yeah.
So with small clinics, it's not like a big corporate company, right? So how it works is that I'm the only aide there, like the rehab aide.
Yep.
They had 3 when I left because they needed. I'm gonna sound like I'm bragging here,
Yeah.
but I did my job so well. They needed 2 people to replace how good of a job I was doing, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So then I came back, or I talked to my manager because like I was really close with my manager.
Yeah.
I walked in, I was like, "Hey, bro, what's going on?" He's like, "Nothing much, man, just chilling." He's like, "We have no AIDS, bro."
No AIDS.
And then I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, the other guy quit. He thinks that he'll get a better job somewhere else." And then the other guy was seasonal because he went back to school and stuff like that. And I was like, "Okay, that makes sense, whatever." And he's like, "Bro, whatever hours you can give me, bro, just
tell me.
just tell me." And I was like, "All right, bet I'll let you know." But how it works, like even like over the summer, like in the winter, I can basically don't like how you either quit work or you quit, right? Or you either work or you're unemployed.
Yeah.
Here, it's a seasonal job for me, but I'm a full time or like I'm on the team.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
You're right.
So like, if they do they'll do like an annual softball tournament, and I'm on the softball team,
Oh snap!
even if I'm not working.
That's crazy.
But and like if he brings pizza in for the clinic, he'll always let me know. Or like if he brings in food for the clinic, he'll let me know.
Yeah.
But like I work, so primarily I work like summers and winters and spring,
Okay.
or like the spring breaks, like any type of break.
All right.
But he'll even on like those days, I'll be like, "Hey, I'll come in on like this from this time to this time,"
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll be like, "Okay, we probably won't need you that long, but if you want to stay that long, it's whatever."
Mm-hmm.
Or he'll be like, "Can you stay a little longer?" And then I'll be like, "Yeah, I can," for like an extra 30 to an hour, and then be like, "Yeah, that's fine," or whatever. So it's basically just, if you want to come in, come on in. If you don't want to, it's whatever.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah.
That's also why I like my job, because it's like very fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's like boss man will just be like, hey, go pick up this car. We got this car to pick up. All right, let's go pick it up.
Yep.
And then it's like you could do anything like on the run.
Right.
So it's like if you want lunch, like you just get it on the run, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, also just driving nice cars too.
You
That's
buy
why-
your own lunch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I mean, everyone does.
Yeah.
It's not like, unless you're working. Hey, bro, you want something? Yeah, Lucas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I actually started waking up like a half hour earlier
Mm-hmm.
because I want to start making myself breakfasts.
Right.
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breakfast is no fun.
Breakfast is.
Start making myself like a big breakfast,
Mhm.
and then that way I can like hopefully not be hungry for as long of the day,
Mm-hmm.
or like hopefully get hungry at the end of the day,
Right.
to where I could just put it off for dinner,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not trying to buy myself lunch. every
Makes
day.
sense.
Yeah.
Also, I just watched this YouTube video. So there's like an Islamic 75 hard. So you know like the 75 hard? What it is?
No.
So it's like,
75 like straight days of like doing crazy stuff.
yeah, so it's like 75 days in a row. It's like only 1% of people complete it or whatever. You take a cold shower, you wake up. So you wake up at 6, take a cold shower. Then you have to do 2 workouts. You have to do 1 outdoor workout, 1 indoor workout. You have to read something. You have to read something every day. You have to do something else every day, and then you have to do something else every day. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But there's an Islamic like 75 hard. It's the same exact thing, but like it just like I don't know. It's just more of a strict schedule, if that makes sense.
Like, do you have to pray 5 times a day and stuff?
I mean,
like
I
that?
pray 5 times a day regardless.
Well, yeah.
But it's just
Is
like
that, like included in it. Though?
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
like how it works is like how he does it because he's in dentist school.
Yeah.
Like he's in school to become a dentist.
Oh, okay.
So his schedule, he's like, all right, this is what I do for my 75 hard. He's like, I'm like day 15 and I'm dying. But so he's like, all right, so I wake up at 5:09, 5:06 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like super exact. He's like, I wake up at like 5:06, 5:07.
What?
You
the
know,
heck?
get ready to go. Start praying, and then I pray. Then I take a shower, get ready to go. Then I go to the gym. Then after that, I go to school, aka work. He calls it work because he gets
Yeah.
paid to do it sometimes.
Oh, okay.
So then he's like, yeah, one thing I do like about dentist school is that, you know, I can make my own mouth guards for jujitsu and stuff like that.
Oh, what?
So then like it's like on like his off, like the times that he's off or like he's not learning something in his clinical, he'll go in like to the lab and then he'll make his own mouthpiece. So it's pretty cool.
That is cool.
And then he'll be like, yeah, then I, you know, then we'll have like this little break. Then I go pray again. And then he's like, yeah, and then I'll be there until like 4 or 5. Then, you know, I'll try to have some fun and then like have a nice run outside, take my outside workout and then, you know, pray again, then go do jujitsu, and then come back, do it all over again. He's like, my life is miserable, but I feel very good. He's like,
Yeah.
it's a good miserable.
Yeah.
I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah. That's crazy. I don't even know like how I would feel.
I'm gonna try starting that Monday because I feel like I need to get into a routine. Like me personally,
Yeah.
how I control myself, it's weird.
Yeah.
So like if I'm in a habit, it's hard for me to break out of it.
Yeah.
And if I'm trying to build a habit, it's hard for me to build into it.
Yeah.
So like the first 3 weeks of my habit
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
But as soon as that 3 weeks hits,
Yeah.
then that's when I can do it for like the longest time. Like I won't be able to break out of it.
It's crazy you say 3 weeks because they say to break out of a habit, you have to stop doing it for 21 days.
Mm-hmm.
And they get like to start a new habit, you have to do it for 21 days.
Yeah.
And 21 days is exactly
3 weeks. So like for me, like for example, I mean, I'll admit this now, I didn't pray 5 times a day, right?
Yeah.
It took me a long time. It took me a whole month
Yeah.
to start praying, like, because at first I didn't even pray at all.
Uh-huh.
Then like, you know, then I got to like 2 times a day, like, and then I got to 3 times a day, then I got to 5 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
That took, from me praying 5 times a day, it took me a month to actually start doing it consistently.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I can't go a day without praying 5 times a day. Like it's hard
Right.
for me to do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's the same thing with going to the gym. Like I used to go to the gym religiously. Like
Yeah.
I used to go to the gym every single day.
Yeah.
You know, I hated off days.
Yeah.
Like I was just a regular gym bro basically.
Yeah.
Then I don't even say COVID hit. I mean senior year hit. I got hurt and you know, I got off my habit and I never lifted again after that.
Yeah.
As soon as I broke my shin, bro, it's been
Yeah.
downhill since then, bro.
Yeah.
So,
But you definitely got to get back in the gym.
bro, I'm
You'll
definitely like,
You'll
bro,
feel so
I
much
went
more
I
better.
went yesterday
Uh-huh.
and I went today
Yeah.
and I feel so good,
Yeah.
but I already know I'm not going to go tomorrow. I already know. I've already accepted the fact I'm not gonna go tomorrow.
Cause what, off day?
No,
Or is it, what do you want?
mentality thing. I'm too lazy. I'm telling you this right now. I won't go Saturday and Sunday. I'm gonna have to work myself up to go 6 days a week.
Oh, I go 5 times a week.
Yeah, so like I would probably
Just
go.
do
like,
that, bro. Just go during the week.
Yeah, so I'll probably do like 3 days a week for a week. Then I'll work it up to 4, then 5.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I do with praying.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what's gonna work for me.
Yeah. You should
But-
do that for sure.
55, bro. We did it. We did it.
Crazy. You want to cut it off here?
Yeah, that's fine. We did it, bro.
All right. So hopefully, now here's the thing: if you guys are seeing this, everything went through smoothly, somewhat. But next thing is we actually have to get the video footage into
The software.
the actual software, editing software, and edit, and then we actually have to export it to YouTube.
So
Which I think it should be. It might take
Smoother
longer,
process?
but it'd be smoother. It'd be less to load, but
Yep.
it's a lot to load because it's in one whole clip.
and it's gonna be a lot less editing for you. I hope.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Cool.
we're gonna end it here. Pretty much how you're looking at us right now is probably how we're gonna be running for. I don't know.
For the time being,
for the
but
time
then
being,
I'm
yeah.
definitely gonna post a poll as soon as the video's up, just to see what you guys think of the angle, and if you guys have any suggestions on what we should do.
Yeah, see, I don't know if you guys want the color lighting back. Let us know. We thought we'd just try something new, just with the new camera. to
Like
kinda
if you want to
also-
see any type of a different lighting, let us know.
Yeah. Different angle too. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are gonna end it here.
Yeah.
So hyped that we got this new camera though.
Once again, we apologize for
So
it being like a laid back, on topic podcast.
Yeah, I don't even know what we're gonna title this thing.
This one will just be like
It would just be like
test trial, basically.
test trial with 4 or something
Yeah.
like that. Nah. But yeah, subscribe. We'll be back next week. And
It's gonna be more structured next week.
for sure. But yeah, we see you guys next week.
Peace.